Just give it a minute. Let's see if we can get some people in the live here in the chat before we start. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Oh, shit. All right, welcome back to the channel where we react to some of the wildest videos we could find out there. Like it, love it, or hate it, we're going to react to it. Look at the torture device. The hell is it? Make it work, dude. Please don't tell me that's for shearing fingers.
On a clear morning in 1908,
Yeah, I'm not even sure what that was. They just said it was a bad machine. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that is.
a blast rocked Siberia. It had the force of 1,000 Hiroshima bombs, flattening 80 million trees across 800 square miles. Yet, there was no crater, no debris, and no meteorite found. This is the Tunguska event. Scientists have never agreed on what caused it. Was it antimatter, a black hole, or...
Say that again? I'm not sure.
On a clear morning in 1908, a blast rocked Siberia. It had the force of 1,000 Hiroshima bombs, flattening 80 million trees across 800 square miles. Yet, there was no crater, no debris.
Damn! Was it on a mountain or
and
not?
No meteorite found. This is the Tunguska event.
Was it a volcano?
Scientists have never agreed on what caused it. Was it antimatter, a black hole, or...
While exploring Google Earth, I came across this lost plane in the middle of nowhere. So I decided to try and reach it in person to see if it had crashed or if it was just left abandoned. I started on the beach, hiking alongside the coastline. The place was completely empty. Clearly not many people come here. But then, just up ahead, I saw these metal pieces sticking out of the sand. They were half buried and covered in algae. Crazily, I think this is actually the remains of an old shipwreck, half buried in the sand. Continuing on my hike, I then headed inland. And that's when I stumbled across this structure. It had these narrow slit windows on the sides, and inside it was completely empty, just concrete and rubbish. This
looks like some sort of like gunner tower.
looked like a pillbox used by the military for defense. So I looked around, trying to spot any signs warning me not to go any further, but I couldn't see anything, so I kept on walking. And finally I found the missing planes I saw on Google Earth. There were...
Dude, you're telling me there's planes sitting out somewhere? I can go get in?
Actually 2 of them, and they were massive. The pilot seats had been stripped away, and you could still see the exposed wires hanging. This is where the engine would have been, and behind them there looked to be a few abandoned tanks.
Bro, who stole an engine? What are they using it for?
Rusted and left to decay like the planes. I started exploring inside them, but that's when I heard a loud explosion not so far off. Not wanting to stick around for another one, I decided...
Yeah, you don't want to stick around and then think that those planes are active and they're actually dropping bombs on your place. You're in there playing around and it's just boom! That's
to
it.
get out of there. But I'm still not sure why these planes are out here in the middle of nowhere. So what do you think?
This is insane. This kid right here got the
Check this out.
first ever non-blurry alien footage. It's just amazing that it's happening at the time of the Dior bags, which are still in the sky, just no one talks about them no more.
Saw the alien, and I've recorded it on my TV with a tripod because I recorded on that camera, and I can't get it off the disc.
This is just the first clip, but wait till you see the second clip when it's out in the open and super tall. Notice how it ran
He's like, fuck you, I ain't going out the grass. Fool, there's people out there.
away when he was talking to it.
You guys are mean.
It's right here. He's about to zoom in so you can see it better. And it matches the description of everyone who's been abducted.
Crap. What do you want?
I don't know, chat. What do you think about that, man? That's crazy.
What's the fastest you've gone in an F-16?
It's Mach 2, 2 times.
Hey, I thought this was dope as fuck. Pardon my mouth, but the description of this dude burning Mach 2 is like,
The speed of sound, for the layman's explanation, it's around 750 miles. It changes based on pressure, altitude, temperatures, all that, but 2 times that, so 1,500 miles an hour. And it doesn't really feel intense until you get low. You have that ground rush. Trees are going by pretty fast. But there's a lot of restriction, so you can't break the sound barrier unless you're in a specific restricted airspace above 30,000 feet. The sensation isn't there. You just see a little buff on your dial, otherwise you just continue to push.
that's crazy, man. Like, that dude's sitting there. That would be so tight, though, right? I want to ride in a jet so bad. And they said those dudes on Top Gun on the new one, Maverick, they said like Tom Cruise and them, they were actually in jets, man. They were getting flown around. The first Top Gun, they did a lot of like CGI and green screen. Not that one. Not
I
Maverick.
understand your need. Now I understand
Hey.
what to do.
Check this fucking dude out, bro. This fool's been bitch slapping motherfuckers since '94 or something.
Now I understand your need.
Ah.
Now I understand what it do. Now I understand what it brings out.
Ah.
But hold on,
Yeah, that fool's just handling dudes, you know what I mean?
because what the AI spotted next weaves an even darker thread into this cosmic tapestry.
That's tight.
Atlas isn't reciting a static script. Its voice evolves, adapting like a living entity, incorporating fresh observations as it spirals through our solar system. Early echoes spoke of broad planetary strokes, but later ones brim with intimate details. Shifts in military orbits reflected in the next pulse. Spikes in city lights mirrored in updated dossiers. It's active surveillance, a vigilant eye that correlates our every move, much like the all-seeing gaze of Argus in Greek myths, hundred-eyed and unblinking, and in the shadows of these signals lurks the countdown, a relentless numerical descent embedded like a doomsday prophecy, ticking down with each cycle, now hovering at roughly 23 days until zero. The AI couldn't divine its endgame, but the implications chill the soul. What ancient curse or celestial alignment does it herald?
You know, you know. Come on, guys. I ain't gonna say it, but just know what I'm implying is in for entertainment purposes only. But just, yeah, come on, think about that one. Oh, what? Hold on, wait. Where's the gas can? He made a motor, no gas. Keep it safe. That's pretty crazy. I like little engines, man. I wish I knew how to work on them better. What do you think he's got? Magnets opposite side on that, on this little wheel right here? Like maybe a magnet in here and a magnet down there. And as it turns, this magnet pushes it. I don't know. Maybe. It's a tough one, man. It's pretty cool though, whatever it is. That dude better not be paying for gas. That thing better be under his hood in his truck.
Scientists have just found the most convincing signs of life on an alien planet in history. Here's everything you need to know. They pointed the
Listen to
James
this
Webb
guy.
Space Telescope at this planet, K2-18b. As far as we can tell, it's an ocean world like the one from Interstellar, where there's no land to walk around on, just one massive ocean surrounded by a thick hydrogen atmosphere. Now, what they found was dimethyl sulfide in the planet's atmosphere. This is a chemical that's almost exclusively made here on Earth by marine phytoplankton. And interestingly, once the plankton make it, this chemical only lasts for around 1 hour in the atmosphere before it's destroyed in reactions. So the alien plankton on this planet should be alive today, not millions of years ago. This discovery has caused some people to suggest that this planet has oceans filled with life, just like here on Earth.
Wow, guys. That is some insane shit. That is fucking cool. I hope in our lifetime I get to see an alien, like interact with them. I'm not scared, and I hope none of you guys are. I hope that I hope like everybody else, you know what I mean? Like you guys open your arms. Some of you guys open your arms to transgender. Some of you guys open your arms to, you know, different sexual preferences. I open my arms to aliens. Don't judge me.
Earth. This is the strongest evidence to date of life beyond Earth, but it's not proof yet. Subscribe to stay in the loop.
Welcome to Theory Vault. Today, we're diving into the Hollow Earth theory, a theory once widely accepted by the scientific community, but now considered obsolete. Imagine a world within our world, with its own sun and civilizations hidden beneath our feet. That's right, the Hollow Earth theory suggests that our planet isn't solid, but rather hollow, with openings at the poles leading to an inner world.
You guys think Hollow Earth is real? And do you guys, if you do think it's real, do you think we have to go through Antarctica to get to it? And that's the reason why we're not allowed there? Maybe they don't want us ruining it.
This theory is stranger and more surprising than you might think. First proposed in the 17th century by Edmund Halley, the same astronomer who identified Halley's comet, the theory gained traction and even influenced literature, inspiring Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth. Halley believed that the Earth's interior consisted of multiple concentric shells with their own magnetic fields, explaining anomalies in compass readings. It's hard to believe, but scientists used to take this seriously. Expeditions were even planned to find these polar entrances. Though forgotten today, the Hollow Earth theory might still hold hidden clues for modern science. Imagine if this theory were true. How would our world change? Stay curious and join us next time at Theory Vault, where we uncover the mysterious and forgotten theories of
The world's longest flight is getting even longer.
Maybe I will visit you. Maybe I won't.
Qantas is about to
Not even sure I like your attitude at this point.
launch the first ever non-stop 20-hour flights from Sydney to London and New York on a custom-made, ultra-comfortable Airbus A350-1000.
I'm definitely getting a copyright on that one, so I might have to delete the sound.
ULR.
The Phoenix Lights incident occurred on March.
So my wife and I were talking about this the other day, and I was actually at my cousin's house, and we were all getting baked, and I had left, and as I was leaving, I see the lights in the sky, Phoenix lights, and at first I was like, man, that looks like a UFO, and then I was like, nah, really? Like, what are the odds of me seeing a UFO? And then I was like, man, that really looks like a UFO. So I went back to my cousin's house and told him about it. And he was like, shut up, bro. He went outside and seen it. He was like, what the fuck? Next day, it was all over the news. So,
March 13th, 1997, when thousands of people across Arizona, including Phoenix,
entertainment purposes only. you know, you know.
reported seeing mysterious lights in the sky. The event consisted of two main sightings, a V-shaped formation of lights that moved silently
That's the one I seen.
across the sky, and a series of stationary lights that hovered over the area. Witnesses described...
Okay, they tried to say this was some flares, bro. Some flares that sit in the sky for half an hour longer? Come on, man.
described the lights as massive and eerie, with some believing they were part of a UFO. The U.S. Air Force later claimed the lights were flares dropped during a training exercise, but many remained unconvinced, fueling speculation about extraterrestrial involvement.
Do you see what I mean? They tried to say it was flares. But at no point that night was it like, so let me explain. I live right by Luke Air Force Base, literally over the wall. Like I can go to my backyard, jump a wall, and I'm in Luke Air Force Base housing. That night there was no jets running around. So for a jet to drop a flare, come on. Jets typically don't run around our skies at night. I don't know. Maybe so. I don't know. Hey, it's starting to get crazy out there in Washington, man. Really, in all over these places. So they're having these protests against uh, immigration, and on top of that, you have Antifa out there starting their shit. You know, they're supposed to be anti-fascist and supposed to be smoothing waters, not causing ripples. It's a pain in the ass, man. Hey, I don't even care if you kick my ass. You do that shit in front of me, I'm smacking the fuck out of you. Why? I don't understand why our citizens aren't trying to help our National Guard and our, you know what I mean, the police out there. Look, I'm a 17-year felon, police, number one. But that doesn't make a shit difference when I'm talking about our community. You know what I mean? It's different when I'm talking about me and the police. That's a cop and like bad guy, good guy type thing. I've always hated them. But that doesn't mean I don't want our community to be safe. Like, come on. What is this fucking dude doing, man? Bro, this isn't Mexico. And you're burning cars in our fucking streets, man. Hey, bro, you got ghosts.
Why do I slow down as I approach the speed of light? The faster you move. Why do I slow?
Is this dude getting in the car?
Why?
Oh my god, dude. I'm tripping. Did that ghost just get in the car? What just happened? Oh my god. If I go in my car and there's a freaking ghost in it, dude, I would literally shit on myself. Excuse my language.
do I slow down as I approach the speed of light?
The faster you move, the
Yes,
slower
that's what
time
you
takes
get, yeah.
for you as seen by others.
Right.
As you approach the speed of light, time continues to slow down.
Yes.
At the speed of light, time stops, which means for a photon moving at the speed of light, when it is absorbed in your retina, it is the same instant it was emitted at the Big Bang 14 billion years ago.
That's what I thought.
The photon gets emitted, bam! As far as it's concerned, it is in your eye in that same
Can
instant.
we measure that photon and
Yes,
observe it?
I know that came from the Big Bang, and I'm watching it, and it's taken 13.8 billion years to reach you, but if you are that photon, it does not experience that time delay.
Approximately 46,000 years ago.
Was that not cool? As soon as it hits your retina, that photon has no diminishment of time in its knowledge. It doesn't realize that time is passing. You know what I mean? And what the frick is this?
A group of roundworms became trapped in the frozen ground of Siberia.
Uh-uh.
After thousands of years, the worms, which were unfrozen from the ice, would move again and show scientists that life can halted for an extremely long time. The recent finding, published in the reputable scientific journal PLOS Genetics, provides fresh understanding of the mechanisms that enable nematodes, commonly referred to as worms, to endure and thrive in harsh environments for remarkably extended durations, such as tens of thousands of years. In 2018, Anastasia Shatilovich, a scientist from the Institute of Physicochemical and Biological Problems in Soil Science, successfully defrosted 2 female worms that were preserved in a fossilized tunnel created by gophers in the Arctic. According to a news release, the worms, which were buried at a depth of around 130 feet in the permafrost, were successfully awakened by immersing them in water.
Whoa.
The ancient death cult of
Man, that opens up a whole lot of possibilities, right? Bringing shit back to life that's prehistoric. And I'm not talking about this damn dire wolf thing that they manipulated a dog into. I'm talking about bringing an actual freaking dinosaur back.
the Chavin. They built temples where sound could control the mind, and some never returned. High in the Andes, over 3,000 years ago, a mysterious civilization thrived, the Chavin. Unlike the Incas, they left behind no empire, only enigmatic temples, strange artwork, and evidence of rituals that hint at something far darker. The Chavin de Huantar temple complex was designed with narrow corridors and underground passages. Archaeologists found strange acoustic effects, whispers echo like roars, and stone channels once carried hallucinogenic liquids. It's believed the priests used sound, light, and powerful psychedelics to create terrifying visions, convincing followers they were speaking to the gods. Were these places centers of worship or ancient laboratories of psychological control? The Chavin vanished around 200 BCE, leaving only their haunting temples and questions we may never fully answer.
I know they didn't associate the Stonehenge with the Shaman or whatever the frick he said. Stonehenge ain't got nothing to do with it, trust me.
Shocking turn of events for a 48-year-old dad who has lost his hands and legs.
I got licked by a dog.
That's right. All this from being licked by a dog.
Greg is 48, healthy, got licked by a dog, ended up in the hospital with sepsis, which is a blood infection, fighting for his life. His arms and legs had to be amputated to save his life. He barely made it out. Culprit, Capnocytophaga bacteria. It chills and lives harmlessly in 70% of dogs' mouths. In rare cases, a lick on a cut of somebody who is immunocompromised or is genetically vulnerable leads to rapid infection and organ.
Hey, prayer to that dude. You know what I mean? Prayer for that dude, because that fool just became a quadra amputee because he was giving his dog a kiss. Like, come on, man, that's fucking crazy. It's insane, bro, and I don't like it because I like dogs, and I don't ever want to think that you can lose your arms and legs getting a kiss from a dog, man.
Organ failure. Now, if your immune system is low, you might know it and you might want to avoid dog licking, but if you're genetically
then please don't keep your mouth open when you're kissing your dog.
vulnerable, there is no way for you to know unless you do some crazy genetic testing. Yeah, literally everything around you can kill you. Sorry about that.
Queen Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, was actually Macedonian. In 1908, a massive explosion occurred near the Tunguska River in Siberia, Russia, flattening over.
All right, guys, that's it for the show for today. Appreciate you guys stopping in. If you like the comment or the content, leave a comment and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay lifted and much love.